everyone. I hope you are having a good day. Let me just show you. Actually, this is an impromptu video. Impromptu means I'm not English. Impromptu means I was just doing something and I thought of sharing. Okay. So, what you're seeing here is a pan which is containing some bones, some like fatty muscle of meat. Yeah. And I've also mixed in some soup of silverfish. So this is what I usually cook for my dogs. This is a big pan. It's a big pan, although should I expand it so that it looks big? It's a big pan and it can actually last us. It can last for a full maybe 6 days or 5 days when I am feeding the dogs on that. Okay, so I'll turn the camera around so you can see me. Okay, dear viewers, my name is Claire and my channel is called Claire in Gulu. I'm making an impromptu video today. Kozi mu YouTube tebakkiriza bwambe. Tebakkirizamu bwambe mu YouTube. And yeah, today I want to share some of those things that I do here in the village. I live in Gulu. Gulu is about 6 hours away from Kampala. And so right now I'm just preparing to go and feed the dogs. I want to share some of the tips that I use to, like, not really, is it really tips? But I just want to share how I care for dogs here in the village. Like right now, I'm just going to feed them. I'm also going to share some of the ways that I make sure that they don't get infested with parasites and like what I use, grooming and all that. Yeah. And we'll just be talking about other things about life generally, living here in the village. So yeah, let me put my microphone over here like this, I think, so that my hands can be free. Yeah, it's fine. Kale. So Vagwe this chicken. Just sigala or using. So appear. So guys, these are my 2 dogs, and caring for them, it's a pleasure for me. It's not a burden. It's something that is very fulfilling. It's something that I like doing. It's something that brings joy as I do it every day. And yeah, by the way, what they're eating now, it's a mixture of posho that is mingled, like maize flour which has been mingled into posho, and I break it up after cooking it, mingling it. I break it up for them so that it's palatable for them, and I mix it with some soup. Like for this one, I've put the soup of like beef, and there is some mixture of fish, silverfish in it, silverfish soup as well. I usually buy this in the market, in Gulu main market. Like this beef which I buy, this beef which I bought, I think it was yesterday, It was for like 2,000 shillings. 2,000 shillings is roughly less than $1. Yeah, because if $1 is like 3,200, then 2,000 is somewhere just above 60 cents. So let's say like 60 cents got me those that amount of bones. I call it bones. When I go to the butcher, I ask for bones for dogs, and they give me a quantity which I can cook. So I cook it, and then I mix it in the portion which I give to the dogs as food. I feed them 2 times a day. And okay, honey pup, come honey. I feed them 2 times a day for now. I don't know if I'll change that to once a day after a while, but that is how much I feed them. Like now, these are after feeding them the posho, I get some of those bones that were there in the pan which I showed at the beginning of the video, and they also get to eat some because dogs love this. Okay, dogs love meat, dogs love bones, and yeah, it's rewarding. It's rewarding for them to enjoy not just the posho, and not just the posho, but also, let me check if the thing. Yeah, my microphone is still showing green, so that means that it's still being able to capture my voice well. I have to make sure of that. The dogs love meat. They love. Okay, hold on, honey. I need to cut this for you. Otherwise, you'll just swallow it. Okay. So I'm cutting up this meat because this honey pup usually, I don't know, maybe had his teeth, his incisors are not so big that when I give him a piece of meat that I've not cut, he just swallows it. I don't know why. Yeah, honey. Okay, try that. Try that. So I make sure that if I'm giving a piece of meat to him, that it's a small size. Okay. So yeah, still here feeding the dogs their daytime meal. Yeah, I was saying that I feed them 2 times. I feed them at around midday, and then I feed them again. Just after dark, like around 7:30 p.m. or 8 p.m. in the night. So, honey, I think I've given you enough. This should be for puppy. She also needs to eat some of the meat. Okay. So, yeah. I'm a berry. So, that is how I feed them. Posho. So, a supply of posho of around maybe 12 kilograms, 13 kilograms, about that amount. It's enough to feed. It's enough for me to feed the dogs throughout the month. And then I also add, of course, the silverfish. I stock silverfish. Arima berry nini. And yeah, those are my neighbors passing by the way. My house is close to the feeder road so when they're passing by, they greet me, ask me, how are you doing? Like that. It's common here in the village. When neighbors are passing by, they greet those that they find nearby. Okay. So Um, what else? We are still talking about the feeding because feeding is really important for dogs and even animals generally. Um, so the silverfish I also buy from Gulu main market, but sometimes if I'm out of silverfish and like on that day I'm not going to Gulu city, I buy from I can buy from the neighborhood here, or like on a market day. Like on Wednesdays we have a market day in Palenga, and Palenga is like a Annie, this one is for puppy, okay? Palenga is it's not very far from here, so I can wait for Wednesday and buy some from Palenga, okay? Or I could buy just here in our village center if I find some silverfish there, okay? So yeah, that is what I do. Usually I put silverfish and a certain quite an amount of water because I want to have enough soup, which I'll be mixing in the posho which I feed them. So I put quite an big amount of water to the silverfish I put into the big pan, and I let it boil. It's a very simple cooking method. I just let it boil on the fire. It boils and boils maybe for an hour, and that's it. I don't like to feed so much salt to my dogs, so salt is optional. If I do, I just put very, very small in that big pan, very small. And yeah, so should I give you this, honey? Let me give you this. But this should have been for puppy. It's so big. Take that. Okay. Here, puppy. So, good for you here. Eat, puppy. Here. So, now my hands are all filled with fats and oil from the meat which I've been cutting, but that's okay. It's part of the experience, it's part of the pleasure of caring for the animals. So yeah. Woo! Okay, guys, look at this. This is my ogiraba pass okikwata bulungi oba tuzoomingemu. Okay, so guys, this is ogikwata bulungi emala awo gisembezaawo. Okay, wano ogiraba. Okay, guys, this is an iron box that I use for ironing. Honey pup. By the way, I'm going to first put back the dogs inside because they may start becoming a problem for the neighbors' birds if I leave them free for long. So, puppy, let's go inside. Come, puppy. Puppy, let's go. Here. Come, come, come. Come, puppy. Ingira munda. Ingira, puppy. Ingira. Honey pup. Honey pup is still eating. It's still chewing on the bone. So guys, as I was saying, here in the village, when I'm caring for my dogs, these are some of the things that I do. We've looked at the feeding. Now let's go to the controlling parasites. So when it comes to that, we are looking at worms, we are looking at ticks, we are looking at fleas. These are the main parasites that bother the dogs here in this part of the world, and I think generally around the world. So what do I do for the worms? I usually buy, I don't know if I still have an empty packet of that, but I buy something called Ascaten. Yeah, Ascapen, one of the two. It's for treating roundworms and other intestinal worms which affect the dogs. So I deworm my dogs like every 3 weeks, and the dewormer is given according to the number of kilograms that the dog has. So for example, for Honey Pup may be weighing 10 kilograms right now, around 10 kilograms. And I give him 2 tablets of Ascaten. And then Puppy, who weighs roughly 20 kilograms, almost 20 or somewhere near 20. I give Puppy 4 tablets of Ascaten. So it's like 1 tablet to every 5 kilos. That's it. And that helps the dogs that helps me protect them from those intestinal worms, like roundworms and all that. And then another parasite is the ticks, and then the other one are the fleas. What I use is Bravecto. So Bravecto is also chewable, just like Ascaten, which is for swallowing, but even Bravecto is given in the mouth. So I discovered Bravecto from my vet at Big Fix. By the way, Big Fix is where we take dogs for their veterinary care. Here in Gulu, there is a facility. There is a hospital for dogs here in Gulu. If for those that may not be aware, for those that may be visiting Gulu, or those that may be hoping to reside in Gulu, or there, and you have a dog, there is a hospital for dogs here, and it's called the Big Fix. So many borders and other people within town could take you where the Big Fix is. So my vet, who's called Lawrence. Hello, Dr. Lawrence. How are you doing? I really thank Dr. Lawrence, because even when I'm far away and I'm having a question regarding the health of my dogs, I can always contact him through message or through a phone call, and he's always ready to answer. He's always ready to give some guidance. So thank you so much, Dr. Lawrence. So Dr. Lawrence recommended for me Bravecto, which is a tablet that's given to dogs once every 3 months, to protect them from ticks and fleas, both the ticks and the fleas. So I gave that to my dogs a while back, and I saw a very big difference. Bravecto is really, really good. I don't know if someone else has used it, and they can also testify to that. They can second that, which I've just said. Bravecto helps so much. My dogs were free from the pain of fleas and free from the pain of ticks for all those 3 months. That it really works so well, and that is how I'm able to protect my dogs from the parasites. Now, what about the grooming? Grooming, that is making sure that the dogs are clean, making sure that their fur is clean, making sure that even where they sleep or even where they spend the day is clean. So every day, so every day in the morning,